What is going on, guys? I am tore up, sick, fever, the joint aches, the muscle aches, the phlegm I'm spitting up. It came out of nowhere. So, there's some spurts where it comes and goes, but I don't know if you guys caught it. If you're not on Rumble, I'm on Rumble. It's Ford Boss Me 86 on Rumble. And there was a whistleblower for the bus companies that dropped the migrants off in the different states. And he ended up on one of the guy's podcasts, and he was interviewing him. And he breaks down it's like an hour, I don't know if it's an hour and a half or an hour and 45-minute video, or it could be an hour or something. It's a long video. It's a lot to take in. And you could tell the guy that was telling the stories and stuff was well versed in how the bus operation maneuvers. He's a security guy. He's part of a security team that sits on the bus, and then they transport the migrants, the illegal migrants, from Texas to, it could be anywhere. And the guy says, you think they're just getting dropped off in sanctuary states? You're wrong. A lot of times we'll stop to get fuel or something like that, and let's just say like St. Louis or some random town, and we know how far the buses can make it because we're making these trips over and over again. One day they might tell me to stage in Eagle Pass. The next day it might be somewhere in another part of Texas or Arizona, and well, mainly Texas, not Arizona. I misspoke there. There's multiple towns that they can pick up: San Antonio, El Paso, Eagle Pass. There's different options, and he said, I don't know what's going on until I get my marching orders for the day, and then I show up at that location, and I'm a security team for the migrants that are getting transported from Texas to Chicago, California, New York, and they get wristbands. And he said we have scanners where we scan them in and we scan them off. And he said the crazy part about all this is Governor Abbott, everybody thinks he's some kind of saint because he's shipping these people all over the United States, and they can get off anywhere. All we have to do is scan them off the bus. If they don't get back on the bus, that's not our problem. He said the reason they're doing this is because his really good friend is the bus company owner. And his really good friend has a government contract for $5,000 a head. These people get money. They get items. The paperwork is filled out whenever they get to certain locations. They're being taken care of right away. Not every situation is the same, but these things are happening. And you can put 50 people on a bus, and that's $5,000 a head. That's $250,000 a bus load, every bus that leaves Texas to drop migrants off somewhere else, no matter where it is. If they're scanned on and scanned back off, that's it. And the dude was saying you should hear some of the stuff that they talk about on what type of dope they're going to buy or what they're going to do when they get there, or trying to find firearms and stuff like that. This guy was saying he was like, I'm not trying to scare people or whatever, but I'm letting you know the quality of the people that are getting on these buses to come here are not the right people that you want to see in your towns. These are people that are extremely poor. They've been stealing and drug addicts and trafficking and gangs and stuff probably most of their life. And a lot of who we drop off are these people. And it was eye-opening listening to this guy. So it makes it seem like if his story is true and he really is a truthful whistleblower, that maybe Abbott and his buddy that owns the bus company are in cahoots together with Mexico. And now Mexico is trying to encourage people to come through, and they'll help them get into the United States and everything. Well, the more buses that are shipped out throughout the United States, the more they collapse the economy and stuff in these sanctuary states. These sanctuary states become desperate. They end up needing federal aid and federal help. So as this continues to grow and get worse, you look more to the government for help because you can't sustain the economy the way it is like this. So $5,000 a head, $250,000 a bus. This guy gets a little bit. This guy gets a little bit. This guy gets a little bit. And now you're overwhelming New York, Chicago, California. And now we don't have any more money left to spend for these guys. So what did our governor or our mayor just do yesterday? Yesterday or the day before, he took another $95 million out of the COVID relief fund, tapped it out to put towards building housing for migrants. So instead of using it for what it needed to be used for, he took it out at his discretion to use it to build migrant homes, facilities, whatever. Last night, because I'm sick, I'm laying in bed, and there was a lady on TikTok. She was streaming live in Virginia. And there was a security officer in front of her that was talking about some things, and there was a radar system going off. This is a national something broadcast. And the guy was like, oh, this will go off for like 2 hours. And she was like, this isn't normal. This warning and everything else, this is just a test. This is just a test. We've never heard this here. Why is this even going off? And this is something emergency broadcast. And it's just going off and going off and going off. And then if you listen closely in the video, the guy was like, something to the extent of, oh, the last time this happened, 9/11 happened. What? And when the guy was walking up and seeing the camera, you can tell he was looking funny, like he was trying to block who he was or move his name I don't know what it was. They caught it before I did, and I heard the lady saying in the video, which I screen recorded some of it, I'll put it in right here, that, man, that guy acted really, really, really goofy. And as a security professional in that area where they lived, because of a lot of the high-end buildings and businesses around there, sounds like he knows more than what he's actually saying. He just can't tell them anything. Here's some of the footage.
Yeah.
This is only a test.
Well, you guys
there
are
is
good.
no
Okay,
emergency
thanks.
at this time. This is only a test.
Everybody is saying that he's, I don't know, he doesn't know what's going on. He's security for this building that we could just walk right up to.
This is only
And
a test.
it's coming from this
There is
building.
no emergency
And then when I asked
at this
him,
time.
did y'all hear him
This
when I
is
said,
only a test.
this happened before? He goes, oh yeah, all the time. I said, when? Last time, 9/11.
This is
Oh,
a test.
that was the
of
last time?
Emergency
I don't know. He probably
notification
tired.
system.
You don't know what he's
This is
Oh my
only
gosh.
a test. There is no emergency at this time.
Yeah, that was,
This is
see,
only
that's why I
a
wanted
test.
y'all to be on there so y'all could hear the same shit that we do.
So there's some weird stuff going on. Obviously, maybe it is just a test. But it took everybody in this comment section and this lady that was recording this in her neighborhood or whatever by surprise. And they're like, what the heck? This is worth getting out here and recording this. Who knows? It's like, I don't know if it's like Norfolk, Virginia, or by the... Somebody in the comment section said something about where it was at, but I think the lady said it was like in Norfolk, Virginia. And it's very interesting, you know, when you start seeing stuff like this. It makes you start to think, maybe it's time, you know, maybe it's time that government overreach has, it's been going on too long. So hopefully DJT 2024 can jump in and fix all this. Hopefully. Anyhow, y'all have a great day. I'm gonna get off here. It's not the easiest to talk with being sick right now. So I just wanted to say good morning, give you guys some kind of entertainment, and fill you in on some of the issues that we're having here in Chicago. There was another update. The Wall Street Journal put out a thing this morning saying that there's a huge surge of migrants coming to Chicago and New York right now. We'll see. We will see. Y'all have a great day. Happy New Year to you.